first thing we're gonna go to is Harbor Galley because I want those cookies, and I think the longer I take to get there, the longer the line is going to be. At least that is just kind of what I keep telling myself. While we're there, we can go and look at the new Haunted Mansion line queue and the store too. Yep, we're coming up on the Harbor Galley, and I can already see a small line for me, but it's not too bad. So let's get there quickly. Not that bad. So we've got the gingerbread cookies and the gingerbread topping. Your magic key does apply, and for us, with the topping, it came out to $8.32 with taxes. So I don't know why I thought these were going to be a little bit lighter. Like when I see it other people's on other people's video, it looked a little bit lighter. But let's go ahead and give it a try. I'm going to do the first bite without any topping. That is a really good gingerbread cookie. Whoa. It's warm and toasty. It's gooey on the inside, crispy on the outside. It's exactly what I would want in a cookie. We're gonna try it now with the whipped topping. The flavor is really good too. It's got like a nice blend of like ginger and I don't know, it's just not overly gingerly. Like some gingerbread cookies I've tried, too gingerly, where I'm like, ugh, too much. But this is really, really good. It's obviously better with the whipped topping. This is so good, I feel like we should have gotten a dozen.
I love it when cookies do this. That the outside rim does have that nice little crunch to it. But of course the inside, you can actually still see it. It's still so moist. And Wendy's right. The perfect amount of like gingerbread flavoring in there. It's not like overpowering. I'm trying to debate on whether or not I like this one or the Mickey gingerbread better. Because this one is still pretty darn good. And this one actually has like, you know, the crusty edges or like the more burnt, not burnt, but you know, they're a little bit more crispy.
Yeah.
But now I gotta try it with the frosting.
You're eating more of the frosting than the cookie.
Oh my gosh. You can almost have this frosting by itself. It is really, really good. Really light, really fluffy. Just glob it on. You gotta get these cookies. They're amazing, they're delicious. They're better with the frosting.
I will say, for the debate of like whether these cookies are better than like the big, soft, ooey gooey gingerbread cookie that they've had in the past. In the past, I've always liked that one. That was before I knew this. I think taste-wise, they're pretty similar. Price-wise, I think you get a better deal with the 6-pack, in my opinion. Because I think those big ones are like probably $10 now. $9 it was like the last time we got them. And I don't even know if they kept the traditional Mickey ginger shape. I think they're doing just like one big round cookie nowadays. I'm not sure. We can go into like one of the stores and see if they have it and see what it looks like. But yeah, I think this is probably more bang for your buck.
Our next stop is the Troubadour Tavern, which is adjacent to the Fantasyland Theater.
Okay, this is my first official like meal of the day, and it looks delicious. It's got tri-tips on top, crispy onions, and artichoke, like spinach and artichoke dip in the middle, like inside the potato.
That sounds amazing.
It sounds amazing. There we go. So we can both get into it. Okay,
There we go.
I've got a piece of the tri-tip.
I think I got everything there.
Wait. Second. It's gonna be a really big bite, but I'm here for it.
Ready?
No cheers, we gotta go.
There's a lot going on in there. The tri-tip is really good. It's a little overdone, but I mean, still really tender, still really good, very flavorful. I feel like I'm missing a lot of the dip, the artichoke dip. Maybe it's just because I didn't get very much.
Mine ended up on my hand.
It's like a whisper of artichoke. There really isn't much artichoke to it.
I disagree.
Oh, really?
I think it's fantastic. I think the artichoke is artichoking, the potato is potatoing, and the tri-tip is tri-tipping. This is such a solid potato. I kind of wish I had a big enough stomach where I could take this on by myself because it is that good. And the way they cook the potato is always like, I don't know, the perfect amount of like
like tenderness.
Tenderness, yeah, where you don't have to, worry about cutting it into it, like, sawing your knife through it.
But it's still not like mushy.
It's not mushy. It's holding its shape. I just really love these potatoes. Disney, please never stop doing them. I'm gonna attempt another big bite, and hopefully this will end up inside my mouth and not on my hand, because that was awful, embarrassing.
You got this.
I got this. I trust in myself.
You did it. I mean, overall, this is still a really good potato. I just wish that we had a little bit, me personally, wish we had a little bit more of the artichoke dip, because...
It's so good.
Yeah, it's really good just on its own, but the potato does kind of overpower it a little bit, but everything else, still delicious. I would still actually recommend that you come and get this, because
Yes.
it's still really tasty.
I would give this, if we're rating it, 9 out of 10. It is that good to me.
Yeah, I'd say 8.5.
Our stomach is full of potatoes, so naturally we gotta go for a dessert now, and we're gonna head over to Edelweiss Snacks, I think it's called. It's by Matterhorn, and they have this like Black Forest bundt cake that I'm gonna try. We're gonna both try it, and then we're gonna head over to Hungry Bear after that to get the Snickerdoodle cold brew, and then I think we're probably gonna need a break after that. I don't feel like we get a lot of. She's dense.
Oh, yeah, but oh wow, yeah, this is like...
She is.
It's kind of hard to cut through.
Yeah.
So let's see if I can cut like actual...
Because there's supposed to be cherries in the middle too.
Ooh.
And I think that's what we're gonna strive to get to in the middle. Did you get any? I didn't.
No.
I certainly didn't. I didn't dig
Oh,
enough.
no.
I feel like this is denser than what I'm usually used to.
Yeah, I think it's also because it's cold.
Oh.
I looked inside. There's not cherries. There is a cherry.
Just one? The description made it sound like there were cherries.
Yeah. The filling is not very filled.
I don't love the cherry.
Yeah, look at that. There's like nothing inside.
I have to show them. Wait. You can literally see the space holder of the one cherry. That was the hole that it went. And that's it. There is no other cherries filling in there, which is kind of sad. This was actually kind of disappointing.
Yeah, honestly,
It's not bad.
It's just like a chocolate bundt cake with cherry. So there's, nothing to write home about. I would say skip this dessert. There's probably 100 other ones that you can get that are a lot better.
All right, for today's cold brew, we have the Snickerdoodle cold brew from Hungry Bear. Dustin pointed it out that the cookie is not as big as
It is so small compared to the picture.
it's gonna sink. I think we have to eat this first.
Okay, go ahead and take a bite.
Yeah.
Snickerdoodles are my
Oh
favorite.
my God. That's good.
Oh, that foam on the cookie is really good.
We had a lot of cookies today, guys. We had a lot of sweets. That's not how we normally do things. So let's go ahead and stir it up
I
and
have to
taste
admit
it.
that looks really dark. I just want to try it without it.
I think you'll hate it.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I do.
Let's stir it.
Ladies first. I know, I'm a little nervous
Nope.
because I tried it without it being mixed, and I was kind of like, there was some kind of weird syrupy taste that I just really did not like. Yeah, the syrup that they used is not good.
It's an aftertaste. It's an interesting aftertaste that they have for the flavoring. I'm not tasting Snickerdoodle. I'm tasting artificial
Yeah, exactly.
something.
Like, definitely artificial sweetener.
This is giving Red Rose Tavern cold brew.
No, I don't think it's that bad. I think it's along the line of, remember the Jack Skellington one that we got?
That one was better
That one
than
was-
this.
Yeah, but I think
That one was just overly sweet for me.
Yeah, I'm so
The
disappointed.
best part was the cookie, guys, and we already ate it.
And the cookie is now gone.
It's gone. That was the best part. Is pay $7 and something cents for a
well,
cookie.
at least you still get caffeine, because
Yeah.
I need some caffeine.
But if you're curious about this, I say save your money and go to Galaxy's Edge and get yourself the Black Calf Cold Brew, because that is still the #1 in the park. Okay, for the last item of the day, we are gonna go and get some warm food in our bellies. We're gonna go and get the turkey pot pie from Jolly Holiday. Okay, so we were able to successfully mobile order these, because otherwise it would have been like 3 hours, and I was like, absolutely not. So we got the turkey pot pie soup and the cookie, and Dustin was saying, he's like, this is kind of a small serving.
Yeah,
Of the
I'm kind of
soup.
like, this is small. It's like, and also it's not completely filled.
Well, let's go ahead and give it a try.
Ooh, the soup itself, very flavorful, very creamy, very good.
Very demure.
Very demure, very mindful. The little bread pieces on top taste like a little stale. They're
What?
like-
Mine was great. It's low
okay.
pie crust.
oh,
Yeah,
okay,
like a
that
pot pie.
That makes sense.
I'll say this. Today's pretty chilly, and this is hitting the spot. I also have a headache, and I think it's helping the headache feel less bad.
This is something worth trying.
The flavor and the fillings and even a little pie crust that comes on it, really good. Okay, so earlier, first thing we had today was a gingerbread cookie. The last item of the day, we're also having the gingerbread cookie. This is the gingerbread Mickey. So I'm glad it's Mickey shaped. This was our favorite for a long time. And also, I made a mistake. I called this thing like $9, $10 in my earlier when we were talking about it. The price is actually $7. It's under $8.
I think it's more expensive over at the hotel, over at the Grand Californian, because I remember it being a
It
little
was like
bit.
$9 when
Yeah.
we went there. But yeah, this is it. We're gonna take a bite out of the ears,
We're
probably.
going to both break an ear. Tink.
That's good.
Delicious as always.
Do you like this more than what we had in the beginning?
I feel like this is better over time too. Like it stays good no matter if it's hot, cold, or whatever. Mm-hmm. The other ones come out fresh, so they are just so warm and gooey when you first get them. Mm-hmm. I mean, this one, even though it feels like it's been kind of placed in the refrigerator, still kind of,
A little cold.
but it's still really good. You know, as much
You
as
gonna
I
go
love
with
it,
this?
I don't know. It's really tough. It's really a good split because the differences kind of cancel out each other.
Yeah.
I think I kind of like Harbor Galley though.
I think so,
I think I like Harbor
too.
because then you have the option.
Sorry,
of
OG Mickey.
the dipping sauce as well.
Yeah.
I mean, but this is still really.
This
good.
is still good, but like if you could choose one, you can't go wrong with either or. These are still really good. But if you're looking for like fresh out of the oven type of a cookie, then go to
Harbor Galley.
yeah.